2.5 measures the position. Okay, so we're gonna go through an example, find the 5-number summary, make our box and whisker plot, find our outliers, and all of that fun stuff. So go ahead, write down that list of numbers. 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 15, 17, 18, 18, 19, 20, 31, 54, 59, and 84. Okay, and these numbers represent the number of nuclear power plants and the top 15 nuclear power producing countries in the world. Okay, so the 5-number summary. Okay, the first thing that we have is our minimum. And what is our minimum number? 6. Then if we find our maximum, what's our max? 84. And then our 3 numbers to finish this off is Q1, Q2, and Q3. Okay, Q2 is the next thing we're going to find, and that's our median. Okay, so our numbers are in order. So we're just going to go through, cross them off, and find our median. So Q2 is 18. Okay. Q1 is the median of the lower half of data. Okay, so we're going to take this lower half of the data, and you're going to find the median of those numbers. Okay.
Teachers, we apologize for the interruption again. Again, any student who has not taken their picture today, or any of our VOTEC students who are now in the building, please go down to the sportswear at this time because they will be leaving in about 10 minutes. Again, any student that has not done their pictures or any VOTEC that is now in the building. Thank you.
Okay, so if we go through and we find that median, Q1 is 10, and then find the upper half median, and we would get 31. And that's your 5-number summary. Okay, helps find the spread of your data. So if we want to make a box and whisker plot, we're going to start off with the number line. And here we're going from 6 to 84. So I always suggest go by 5s, just because it's easier. Remember, you always want to include every possible number. Supposing it's all going to fit. That's what I was afraid of. And then just fill in the numbers with 4 little dashes. Super sloppy, but there it is. Okay, then you're going to plot those 5 points above it. Okay, in the video you watched, it used like kind of like tally lines, like bars. On your homework, you're going to see it as dots. I don't care how you draw it. Okay, so our minimum is at 6. Q1 is at 10. Q2 is at 18. Q3, 81. And our max is over here at 84. Draw a line to connect all of your dots. And then you're going to make a box between your Q1 and your Q3. And then put a line through your box at your Q2. Okay, so that's how we got our 5 numbers. We have our minimum and our maximum, our Q1, our Q2, and our Q3. Okay. Questions on finding that? Or drawing that, I guess. Okay, the only thing it's missing is make sure you put some type of title. So number of nuclear plants. Okay, last week we talked about finding the range. How do you find just the range of a set of data? Max minus min. So when we find the interquartile range, we're finding that inside 50% of our data, what's the range of that? Okay. So for interquartile range, we're doing Q3 minus Q1. So here, we're doing 31 minus 10, which would give us what? 21. Okay. Looking at our data set, do we have any outliers? Or do we think we have any outliers? Okay, we're shaking our heads yes. So 84 looks like it's probably an outlier. So we have a way to test it. Okay, the way we do that is we take our interquartile range and we're going to take 1.5 times that number. Okay, so we're going to take 1.5 of 21. And I'm not doing that in my head. Okay, so if we do that, we get 31.5. And then we're going to subtract that from our Q1 to find our minimum value. So we're going to do Q1 was 10. So we're going to do 10 minus 31.5, which would give us negative 21.5. So do we have any values in our data set that's less than negative 21.5? No. So we're good there. So then our maximum, we're going to do Q3, which was 31, plus 31.5, which gives us 62.5. Do we have any data entries greater than 62.5? Yes. Okay, so 84 is an outlier. So that's how we confirm it. Okay, it has to be more or less than 1.5 times the IQR. Okay. Okay, the last part of 2.5 that we're going to talk about for right now is percentiles and other factors. So we looked at quartiles. You would also break up a data set into deciles, which breaks it up into 10 different portions. Percentiles is something that you look at a lot, like state assessments, ACT, anything like that. We break things up into percentiles. Okay. Key thing to know about this, it's important that you understand that what a percentile means. For instance, if the weight of a 6-month-old infant is at the 78th percentile, the infant weighs more than 78% of all 6-month-old infants. That does not mean that the infant weighs 78% of some ideal weight. Okay, so it's like a ranking scale. Okay. Any